Hey everyone, and welcome back to another stretch session with me. We're going to be doing our lower body today, so hamstrings, glutes, groin, and a little bit of calves. So if you have a resistance band, go and pause this video and go and get that now. So you want one that's long and semi-thick like this, or a loop band will also work if you don't have one like this. It will also work without it, but it will feel a bit better with it. So let's get started, and we're going to start with a lunge. So you're going to bring one leg up and then drop your hips down and really stretch into your quad. So throughout this video, I really want you to focus on breathing nice and deeply, breathing in and out. On every out breath, you want to try and drop down further and sink into whichever stretch we are in. The more relaxed you are, the more your body can ease in and just find those new spaces of flexibility. The more you panic or try to jiggle around and get out of the stretch, the less effective it will be. Nice work. Alright, we're going to tuck the toe and raise the knee. Now you can keep your hands onto your knee here, or if you want to challenge yourself, then you're going to raise your hands up with me when I release, and you're going to reach up towards the ceiling. Hold it nice and strong here. Whichever position you've chosen, both are still really challenging. We're holding that leg nice and long, trying to find the length between our knee and our heel. Release those hands to the floor, untuck the foot, drop back down into that lunge. Well done. Alright, we're going to sit back into a hip flexor stretch. So now we're just going to try lengthen out through the front of our hips. Think of tucking your pelvis under, just like that, really tucking into a posterior tilt and opening up through your hip flexor. So you should really feel this at the front of your hips. Now we're going to drop into a Cossack squat to shift over to the other side, but don't worry, we'll come back to this stretch at a later time. So into that deep lunge, let's just move the foot forward as much as you need to be sitting into a comfortable lunge position. A good indicator is that your knee isn't past your toe and that your knee is in line with your front foot. Every out breath, try to drop those hips down, sink further into that lunge. Remember to keep breathing. I always recommend to breathe out and sit further into the stretch on every out breath. Awesome work. Alright, if you'd like to, you can increase this stretch by tucking that toe underneath, raising up that back knee. Then you can come to this first position and stay there for the entire stretch. Or if you'd like to challenge yourself, in a few more moments, we'll release our hand up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, still keep trying to keep those muscles active and supporting you in this position, but also trying to keep that length through the back leg. Awesome work. All right, let's release those hands if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. Keep breathing, you're doing awesome. Release those hands down, drop that knee, release the foot, and then come into that hip flexor stretch. So think of tucking that pelvis under, lengthening through the front of your leg, and hold that position there. Good, keep breathing, keep that posterior tuck, you're doing really well. Alrighty. Let's move into that Cossack squat. So for this, You should feel a stretch through your groin. You want your knee to be in line with your toe, your heel to be on the floor, and you want to be sitting down and stretching into that long leg. Now you might not be as low down as me. You could be higher wherever you are, so long as you're feeling the stretch, that's okay. Shift to the other side, and you want to set it up the same. Knee over toe, sitting down until you feel that stretch through the long leg. Use your hands on the floor to support you. I definitely recommend doing that. I think I'm pressing my elbow out so my knee stays in alignment. Good. Okay, let's come down now. So for the next portion of the stretch routine, we're going to be lying down on our back. So you want to grab that band and make sure you've got that band ready to go. So come down with control. Place your hands on your knees or your legs just to support you as you come down. And then when you're ready, you're going to grab this band and we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So you're going to hook this band around one of your feet, and then lift your leg up. So you can hold this band like I'm demonstrating here with one hand around both, or you can hold it one hand in each. So I like to hold with one hand and kind of pull it into me. You want to keep your foot relaxed. You don't need to point your foot, and you can see I've got a bit of a soft knee there. And now we're pulling that band in towards us. Good, keep breathing. Nice work. Now take the band into both hands and you're going to push away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Don't release completely. Come back down into that stretch. So every out breath, you're going to try and pull that leg closer in towards you. So as you breathe in and then out, pull the leg in closer to you. If you're experiencing some shake and wobble throughout the leg, that's really normal. It's actually a good sign. Just keep breathing through it. Alright, let's grab hold of that band and let's push against the band for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Just relax that foot down, hug the knee into the chest and lengthen the other leg. You can just relax here, opening up through the hip socket, just mobilize that joint. Now hug that knee into your chest as tight and as close as you can. Keep breathing. Every out breath you're trying to hug that knee in closer towards your chest. Good. Now this is option 1 for the next stretch. You can hug the knee in on a 45-degree angle. Option 2 is grabbing the band and going into a similar position as before with the legs straightened out, except you're going to take it up towards your head on a 45-degree angle. And option 3 is just using your hands, and I'm forgetting how to do this, it's been a while. There we go, one hand around the foot and just using your hands if you've got the flexibility for it. So I'm going with option 2, lacing that foot around, lengthening the underneath leg, and then using the opposite arm to leg to try and pull that leg in towards my head. So you do want that leg to be comfortable in the hip socket. There should be a nice place for it, about 45 degrees, and we're just pulling that leg in towards us, still using that same breathing pattern. Every out breath you're trying to pull that leg in closer towards your head. Try to relax into this. I know it can feel a little challenging, but the more you breathe, the more you relax, the more your body can just sit into the position. Awesome work. Let's release that leg. Place it down, give it a little shake. Well done. Now you don't have to turn around, but I am going to, just because the wall's next to me, but we're going to repeat that sequence on the other side. So you're going to hook that foot around the other leg. For me, this is my left leg. And then you're going to just soften that knee if you need to, and we're going to focus on breathing in, and then on the out breath pulling that leg in closer towards us. Keep breathing, nice long breaths. Going well. Go bring that in a little bit closer. You can do it. Good, okay, let's push that foot away. We're holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're going to breathe again, so try to pull that leg in close towards you. You should feel like you've opened up a bit of space in your hamstring. Breathe in, and then on the out breath pull that leg in closer towards you. If your leg's shaking, that is a good sign. But always just respect your body where it's at today, and only take your body into ranges that feel safe. Alright, let's get ready to press that leg away. Counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release the leg. And let's hug that knee in towards our chest. Just take a moment to relax, lengthen the other leg. And then pull that leg in towards your chest. Trying to breathe in coordination with our leg, pulling it closer as we breathe out. Nice work, everyone. Alright, let's get ready to open that leg out, either just holding that knee in on a 45-degree angle, holding the band, or holding with your hands. I'm going to go for the band, using the opposite arm to leg to hold the band, and then bring it in, pull it in towards me. You can also use that other hand just to help pull the leg. Manually use your arms to kind of put your body into the place it needs to be. And while we're in this position, obviously just try to relax, try to breathe. If you can, every out breath, you're trying to lift that leg that little bit closer towards your head. Nice work. Alright, let's move on. We're going to go for a figure 4 stretch. So you want to bring up one leg in front of you, and then hook that foot over top of the knee and thread your hands and place it around your knee if that's possible, or you can go around the back of your thigh. Whichever position is a good challenge, stay there. And just try to relax your back into the mat, relax your head and neck, and then just breathe nice deep breaths, and you should feel your hips stretching. Well, this is actually your glutes, but it'll be around your hip. Awesome work. Keep breathing. Alright, let's come onto the other side. Lift the other leg up onto your knee and then bring your hands through the little gap and hold onto that underneath the knee or underneath the thigh. And then just gently pull that leg in towards you. Trying to relax through your upper body and just breathe. You're doing really well. We are almost finished this stretch for the lower body. Release those legs. Well done. Alright, let's come to a sitting position. Our last two stretches today. We're going to start in a butterfly stretch or a frog stretch. Won't be needing that. Alright, bring your feet as close as you can towards your groin. Then you can hold onto your ankles and use your elbows to just press into your knees and manually open through the hip socket. This is a really nice stretch that you can stay in. If you like this stretch, you can stay here. I will give another option shortly. Now if you want to, you can release your hands and then just try to relax your head and your neck down to the floor, and this way you'll be getting a bit of a stretch through your back and your traps too. With every out breath, you're trying to inch those hands further forward and eventually reaching your head onto the floor is what we're aiming for. Good. Let's roll up through the spine. We're finished with that stretch. Moving on to our last stretch, you're coming over onto your toes and just letting the weight of your body stretch your calves. It's a little bit of a balance test too, especially if you take your hands up onto your knees, or tread side to side and just feel that stretch increase on one foot at a time. Awesome work. Now to finish, we're going to roll up through our spine, drop those heels down, soften the knees, roll up through the spine. And that is us all finished. Thanks for joining me for this lower body stretch. See you later.